still morning? No, just barely. Sarah, are we ready? Yeah? Bienvenidos. Welcome. Hello again. Again, thank you for coming. It's a wonderful day of celebration, of accomplishment. And we're going to start off with some brief comments. And it's my pleasure to welcome Tom Gribben, who's the Deputy Mayor of this wonderful town, Hamilton. Tom?
Yes.
Oh,
Thank
there
you.
you are. Tom, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Friends, neighbors, it's a beautiful day, and it's an honor to be celebrating this grand opening of this beautiful building here with you today. It's an honor to be here on behalf of our Mayor, Steve DiDonato, and the Town Council of Hamilton. With us today, we have council members, Councilman Jonathan Oliva, and also Councilman Billy Olivo. And so we want to thank you for having us and inviting us to be here today to celebrate Allies in Caring and the grand opening of this wonderful facility, which we know is, not only is it just beautiful building and a place here in our community that will bring people together, the services that they provide are innumerable and very needed. It helps to serve the underserved in our community, brings our community together though. Especially in these times, we know that there are people struggling, there are people that need resources and help, and it's great to know that we have this resource for the people of Hamilton, for our South Jersey region. We want to thank you for the work, Yvette, and your team that you have done. It has been a long journey, but we are so grateful for the work that you do, and we are happy to be a partner with you in this, and thank you, and wish you many, many years of success. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. We really appreciate the support that we have here in Hamilton. It's terrific. Next, it's a pleasure to introduce Carlos Obrador, who's the head counsel of Mexico in Philadelphia. Carlos? Welcome.
Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I am honored to join this opening ceremony for this new wellness hub, Centro de Bienestar ConVivir.
Estoy orgulloso de estar aquí e introducir y ser parte de este centro, ConVivir.
I would like to thank Yvette, Guillermo McGhee, founder and executive director of Allies in Caring, and her community relations manager, Copelia Morales, and all her board for the kind invitation for today's celebration.
Me gustaría agradecer a Yvette y a todos los miembros de su equipo por invitarnos a celebrar el día de hoy en esta convivencia.
For the government of Mexico, it is a priority to work with community members as allies in caring for the well-being, to make sure that the well-being of, in my case, the Mexican community, which we are responsible for from the Mexican consulate perspective. But in general, it is wonderful to witness that this center is open for everybody.
Es muy importante para el gobierno mexicano, sobre todo para mí, para los miembros de nuestra comunidad, pero nos da mucha gratitud de que este centro esté abierto para toda la comunidad, no solo para los miembros que son de descendencia mexicana.
For the Consulate of Mexico in Philadelphia, the Allies in Caring organization is a key partner that provides a wide range of social services that promotes and fosters empowerment and is a welcoming space that supports the improvement of quality of life and well-being of all members of the community. I cannot stress enough that the partnership between Allies in Caring and is a collaboration to assist the health, the well-being, and mental health of the community. Muchas felicidades, enhorabuena, and I would like just to highlight some key factors of the Mexico-New Jersey partnership that we have. So New Jersey is home to a significant and growing Latino and Hispanic descent population. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, almost 240,000 Mexicans live in New Jersey, but more locally, there are 2,500 H-2A Mexican farm workers in southern New Jersey, and out of them, 85 of them actually are based in Hamilton. So with that, thank you very much. Congratulations for the opening ceremony of this wonderful center for the community. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Such an honor to have Carlos with us today.
De tener a Carlos este día.
I think Sarah is. Oh. Is this Sarah Pena? Sarah Pena is our next speaker, and we're pleased to have her here. She's the director of the Center for Hispanic Policy Research and Development with the New Jersey Department of State. Well, thank you and welcome.
Thank you. Sara Peña es nuestra próxima speaker en la casa. Ella es la directora del Centro Hispano de Pólizas y Desarrollo.
Muchísimas gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Good afternoon, friends and family. This is just a great honor to be amongst you all today. The Center for Hispanic Policy Research and Development is committed to making real impact in people's lives throughout the state of New Jersey, but most importantly in our Latinx communities. We know that in New Jersey, we represent the 20% of population here, and that is the largest growing population in this great state. So I am really excited and honored to be here with you as we open access quality mental health services for our people in Hamilton and most importantly in Atlantic County. So thank you, Yvette, for your leadership. You are an outstanding visionary leader. I've met you a couple of years ago, and this was all in your mind. And so it's wonderful to share this beautiful day with you all. And congratulations to you, your board, and your entire team that made this possible today to provide these services that we understand are so imperative, especially in a time like now. So congratulations, and once again, thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Sarah. Okay, so let me reiterate that I'm Chris Casa, and I'm chair of the board of Allies in Caring. And this is a really amazing day, and it exists because of a very special person and a team that she's put together. Yvette is a force to be reckoned with. I thought I was peacefully enjoying my retirement until I got involved with Yvette, who hooked me in, and you just can't say no to Yvette. And so I got more and more involved in Allies in Caring and discovered more and more what a valuable organization Yvette has been building. And I couldn't say no to providing assistance of various kinds, and eventually became a board member and chair of the board. I'm a retired mental health professional. I worked for many years in northern and central New Jersey, and one of the things that's most important to me is people having access to mental health services. This is absolutely critical, and I think Yvette has done an absolutely amazing job of crafting a program that is complicated to put together because of funding issues, because of staffing issues, and she has pulled this together in the face of tremendous adversity. And this provides an opportunity for people who need the support here in Hamilton and surrounding communities to get support that is so absolutely critical. And I don't say this just as a retired mental health professional. I say this as someone whose family members have needed mental health support, and knowing many friends and relatives who have needed mental health support. And Yvette has brought to Hamilton and this community support that many of the people would not have this support without her organization. People who are not fluent in English, people who do not have the resources to access traditional mental health services now have a wonderful option available to them. And I am very proud to be associated with this initiative. I was fortunate to work with a very well-financed organization, part of the University, Rutgers University, and before that, the University of Medicine and Dentistry of New Jersey. Yvette has crafted something that is a true grassroots effort with incredibly difficult funding. And if anyone could pull this together, I think it's Yvette. I think the community and I as a board member owe her a real debt of gratitude for what she has built and is building here. And this building is a testament to her relentless, tireless commitment to support the people of this community. I salute Yvette. I salute the work on this building that's been done. It's a beautiful building, and it really touches my heart. I would be remiss if I did not thank my board members who are here, who have helped in many, many ways to make this happen also, and have supported Yvette and her team. Yvette has put together a wonderful team that is providing the support, that is supporting the efforts that she's made to build. So I don't think I can say much more, except that not many people would have gotten me back into the fray, so to speak. But Yvette managed to do it, and I'm sure glad I am part of this organization. I'm proud to be, and I think the community as a whole, Hamilton, should be proud of what is happening here. It's terrific. So it is really my pleasure, my honor, to introduce the CEO of Allies in Caring and ConVivir, Yvette Guillermo McGhee. Yvette.
I'm really very moved that you all decided to come here today. That I know that some people came from far, like my friends and sister came from Washington, D.C. Other people came from North Jersey and drove more than an hour to get here. And I'm really moved that you chose to be here today.
It's hard to hear you.
Okay. Is this better? Okay. So I'm very thankful to our Counsel, Mexican Counsel, who came also from Philadelphia. Bob Atkins, who was here, he had to leave. I know the commissioners that came also this morning. Thank you very much. Today we're here really to celebrate a vision, and the vision has to do with ConVivir. ConVivir in Spanish means living well together. And we are here to celebrate this understanding that relationships matter, that really relationships are the key for our well-being and health. ConVivir was born out of 9 years of experience providing home-based behavioral health interventions for families who have been experiencing a crisis or traumatic event, or children or who have children with developmental disabilities. We were set to eliminate barriers in the mental health field. Some of the barriers are that in the mental health field, we have been focused on treating the symptoms, and we have more than just really going beyond and looking at what are the root causes of the mental health symptoms, and focusing on the environmental factors and the social factors that also help people be better, get better. In the mental health field, there has been a focus sometimes on volume, on having a lot of people go through the services, rather than helping families fully recover. So over the past 9 years that we have been providing home-based services, I always was thought about how could we really help those families get the services that they need before the crisis happens. And how can we help these families once the crisis happens, especially because we are seeing that the families have, every time the Medicaid or the insurance companies are only providing fewer and fewer services for the families. So we need to do more to promote health and to prevent mental illness, and that is the purpose of this center. This also was conceived as a place where we will pay attention to building genuine relationships, because we believe that when there is a genuine relationship, it makes a whole difference, and maybe all of us can relate to how much of a difference it makes in your life when you have someone that cares about you, and someone that can see your strengths, even if they are obscured by your bad habits. So we all have those strengths, but not always, not even ourselves are able to see ourselves for our strengths. Sometimes we are hard on ourselves, but if you have a good friend, a relative who knows you and listens to you and can see that in you, that helps you bring out that in you. But many of the families that we work with, and including myself who came here from Mexico as an immigrant, when we come to this country, we are separated from our network of support. And we hope that this will be a center for people where they will find other people that they can connect, that will help them navigate the challenges in life, and that will help bring out the best that they have. And this is important, especially important for the families that we work with. We work with families that we used to call poor, or we call illegal, or we call disabled. But these families are not deprived of resources. In fact, many of the people that we call poor are very rich in resources. They are full of resiliency, they are generous, they are hardworking, they are capable of giving so much. And if we as a community choose to support these people, we can then make sure that everyone in our community can become a contributing member of our society. And that's much better for our town, to have people that can be a resource for the community. And I think that all of us who come to this country, all of us people who have disabilities, everyone, what we long the most is to become participant members of our communities. So this is what ConVivir is about. It's about what we can create when we come together, when we focus on building strong relationships. And this, I've been inspired because this has been part of my personal story. So when I was growing up, my parents who are deaf, and my siblings, actually my sister who's here, they are, she's here. my parents and my siblings are deaf, and they pointed out that their handicap was not her hearing loss, but the lack of connections, the lack of opportunities to access work and academic opportunities. And my mother was for some time depressed. And what got her depressed was not that she was deaf, it was that she wanted to find a job. She wanted to make friends. She wanted to participate in school, and it was so difficult because of the many barriers, communication barriers. And when she finally, when I was in middle school, she met someone that helped her discover her strengths and helped her develop confidence. And then she became a teacher for deaf students. And that got her back. Not only she was, again, like full of life, but we got her back as a family. And so I am convinced that when people get the support, the nurturing environment that we need, everyone can contribute. Everyone has skills and talents that we can use and offer to the community. So this is what we hope for this center, because relationships are the source of multiple forms of support. So it's through relationships that we sometimes get information. And at ConVivir, we will make sure that we have very good relationships with schools like Stockton, Rutgers, and we also have developed a network of support with other organizations, and including the Hamilton Health Coalition and many other organizations that are members of this organization. Through these connections is that we can then help our families that we serve connect with the resources that they need. So the other thing that I want to share is that ConVivir is an organization that has 36 staff members and 8 board members. All of our staff members and our board members come from diverse experiences, diverse race, ethnicity, age, gender, and that is the richness that we also offer. What is most important also is that all of us who work for Allies in Caring are doing it not for the money, because if you want to make money in this field, then this is not it. You have to find something else to do. But we are here because we care about others, because all of us have, when we interview people, and always in the staff meetings when we ask, why are you doing this? Because this is a tough job, working with families who are experiencing crisis and constantly feeling that as much as we help is not enough, because the families that we work have so many complex needs. They are dealing with unemployment, they are dealing with separation from family, they are dealing with their trauma, they are dealing with financial problems, addictions, and like so many things that we work, that the families, that as a provider it's very difficult to feel like you're doing like as much as you wish. And when I ask my providers why do they do that, why are you doing this job, it's always about the pleasure, the joy of being of service, the joy of maybe just alleviating the suffering of this family a little bit, or maybe the joy of seeing a child make a little bit of progress. And this is, so I feel that what we have to offer, the same with our board members. The board members that we have are here, as we heard Chris, some came out of retirement and are again working, and they do it because they care, because all of us have our own story of having overcome something difficult, and we know and we feel compassion for others. So what we have as Allies in Caring and what ConVivir has to offer to the community is the staff, is the people that really care. And I think that that's what makes a difference, having that that kind of presence of someone that really listens and cares about you. Over the past 9 years, when we didn't have this building, we were nomads, traveling to the library and other places that the Family Success Center, the Stockton Hall, that lend us their space, and we are very grateful that they let us use these spaces. And but we are also very happy that we are our home now. We have our own home here, and that we will be able to support our staff and create and offer programs. Part of our vision is that we wanted to offer programs that are during the times where our families, the families that we work, that we serve, work 2 or 3 jobs, and when they are available, it's really night hours or weekends. So we wanted to have a space where we could offer services when it works for them. So this is something that, with the support of many of you, we are going to be able to offer. And lastly, what I want to say is that the reason that relationships matter is because relationships also create prosperity. When I started Allies in Caring, and I told my husband, who's also here and I love, I told him that I wanted to have a place. He asked me, with what money? And so, but I had learned from my parents that actually money is not the most important that you need. Because my parents have done a lot with not money. What I learned from them is that the real currency in life is relationships. When you have relationships, then you can create. And it's really through the generosity of many that they chose to participate in this vision. So I'm looking around, I'm looking at most of you who have contributed in many, many ways. So some of you contributed. When I started, I didn't know how to fundraise, and I was scared to ask for money. So some of the board members started with Patty Oropalo, who was our previous president. She encouraged me, and she actually organized the first meeting fundraising party. And that gave me confidence that actually there is people who want to give. There are people who want to give and participate of this. And then together we went to knock doors, and we were very lucky that people actually started offering money. And so I have been helped. Like, this is really the product of so many, many people. Another part that was very, very important is that Casey O'Brien, who's here from Creative New Jersey, she made it possible for me to meet Earl Jackson, who is the architect who's there, responsible for the beautiful design of our building. But not only that, when I met Earl Jackson, yes, please. So I met Earl Jackson when I was doing a presentation at Creative New Jersey. And then we just connected, and he said he wanted to help me with my vision of having this center. And so he started coming all the way from North Jersey, like 2 hours from here, and just talking and thinking together. We were going to rent a place, and he planted the seed that I might be able to buy a building. And I was surprised. I didn't feel that we could do it, but he planted that it's possible. So he introduced me to Laura Wallach, who's there, from New Jersey Community Capital. And we were very lucky that she thought we were trustworthy to get the money, so thank you too. And, and so, as you can see, it has been just this ripple of connections and people being willing to open their confidence and open their heart and participate of this dream. So I am very, very grateful to all of the donors. I do want to mention all of them that made this possible. So if you bear with me, this is the last. Atlantic Blueberry Company, TCC Gives, that is part of Verizon, the Center for Hispanic Policy Research and Development, Sarah is here, New Jersey Blueberry Growers, Ambassadors, Unitarian Universalist Congregation of South Jersey. I want to also, my congregation is here, so I'm so happy that they are here with me. But they were also very, very helpful, because when I didn't know how to do fundraising, we worked for weeks and weeks, and we did our first fundraising party for Cinco de Mayo, and we had fun like 2 years ago. We have to do it again. So, the American Cranberry Growers Association, Ocean First Foundation, Sykes Family Group, the Paris Morris family. This is a very nice story too, because I met this couple at the Philadelphia Art Museum, and I just told them about what I do, and they decided to send me a check. So, so it's amazing, and we are friends still. So the Hamilton Kiwanis Club, Cranberry Beverage Company, Steve DiDonato and family, our mayor. Hamilton Main Street also, who have provided so much support. Another story. When Earl told me that I probably could buy a building, that he planted that seed on me, I had just finished talking to him in the phone, and I started walking, and I saw Cassie. And I told Cassie, I think I'm going to buy a building. So Cassie said, oh, this building that is available in this corner. But there was Ray Vega, who had already put a bid on it. And she said, why don't you call him and see if he would let you buy it? So I called him and I said, can you let us buy it? Because I think, and he already owns other places here, so I hope it's okay for him that we talk about that. But I told him we really should buy it because look what we want to do with this building. He said, okay. So he retrieved his bid, and then we were able to put the bid. So this, as you can see, it's just so much has to do with this building relationships. Valerie Martin, who's our board member, she has been terrific support for me. Patty and Jeff is here also. Thank you so much for all your support. He has been our operations manager. We are so happy that you have been supporting us. And Mayra Hernandez, who couldn't come here, she was also great support for us for the PR campaign. And so thank you very much to all our donors. Also, I want to thank our terrific staff and volunteers today. Sarah and Capelli are there. I am so impressed. They did such a great job, right? Like they went all about everything. So I've been very lucky to. I just don't know how the universe helped me find these wonderful people, and all of you. Yeah. Diana, who's not here, but is our public relations manager. So yeah, thank you to everyone. And I finally do want to thank my family, my husband, who has been so yeah. Yeah, so he has been a wonderful companion for me. And my daughter, who always reminds me to play and have fun in between. So when I come home and I feel like I have everything in my head thinking about work, and he's like, Mommy, let's play, let's jump. In the trampoline, I'm like, okay, let's go play. So, but it's really great that I have her in my life, because I think if it wasn't for her, I would forget about playing and having fun sometimes. So, to my parents and my siblings, who, through their example of resiliency, my parents always taught us that you can do things wherever you are with the resources that you have, and that is always possible to do something. And I want to thank the Hamilton community, now the Councilman Tom Griffin is here, Casa Iacovelli from Main Street, Rich Freeman, who has also been a great support, Sheriff also, like everyone who has been a great support here for really welcoming us into this neighborhood. We are so happy to be in this beautiful place, in this community that Hamilton is created. I also want to thank Jim Donio, who has been a great support for us. This morning I thought at 7 in the morning, oh, we need chairs, what am I going to do? So I can call him, and he can always, like, whatever I need, he can answer his phone. So thank you to all of you for your wonderful support. And I hope we all see that treasuring relationships is so very important. Thank you.
Okay, the final event is the official ribbon cutting. So if the ribbon cutters, you know who you are, could come up, please.
El evento final es para cortar el lazo. Ustedes que saben quiénes son, por favor, vengan al frente.
Oh, well, they will.
Yeah, you know, grab that one so I can measure how much you need to get to the other end.
So if we can just go a step backwards. Perfect. Can we just step back?
That's just going to be one. Okay, ready?
Wait. So, okay. Here you go. Ready?
Are we masked on?
Mask on? Or no?
Masks?
Mask or no mask?
What are you looking?
Ready? Okay. Yes, okay. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
I'm so very proud of you.
Yeah, me too. Thank you. Thank you so much for your support. Yeah, thank you so much for your support. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm excited for you. Anything you guys need, you know that.
Thank you so
Talk
much
to
for
me
your
very soon.
support. Yes,
Take
I
them from
will.
there so this way we
Okay.
don't cut anybody.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being here.
Al revés.
Yes, Samantha, come. You're part of the team. Yes, Samantha, come.
One more.
Excuse me, do you mind taking a picture?
Yvette, ¿nos podemos tomar una foto?
Yes, claro.
Que nos tome Humberto.
Las tomamos, ¿ok?
Ya tengo la. Ya tenemos.
¿Quiere que me ponga la?
¿Uno más, por favor?
No,
¿Ya? ¿Ya salió?
Yeah,
Muchas felicidades. Gracias.
Luego quiero invitarlas. Sí.
Claro, con mucho gusto.
Gracias, que les vaya muy bien. Gracias.
Felicidades.
Let's do this.